Hello everybody, my name is Jeremiah Jattansingh. I am a member of SBCS, I am a freelance animator and currently 21. Nice to meet you. I was a member of this group and for the most part I took a supportive role as the vice manager, vice assistant, vice everything. And just sort of assisted everybody who had way more skill and experience than me in what they were doing. Because there's no reason for me to step on anybody's toes when they have way bigger boots than I do. I mainly just focused on taking whatever was given and adjusting it so that it would fit the group dynamic better. Whether that means schedules given by our actual president or actual group leader, I adjusted it so that the group would be able to benefit from it better. Whether that means just assisting our actual field expert, our field videographer, Chris Noel, I put in just there's assistant, Jay for help, just giving my own two thoughts about it. And for the most part, I just sort of meshed with the group on a creative level, just to help everybody out and be an assistant, just a glorified assistant. But I will say that a lot of my extra work went into scheduling and project planning. Let's talk a little bit about the project itself. We are doing a project looking at individual public art, graffiti, street murals and all that, and honestly, when I look at street art, I am disappointed. I'll be real. I love art. I love all forms of art. There's not a single bit of art out there that if you can't explain to me, I won't like. I love it. And when I look at a lot of street art in Trinidad, I see it as expression gone wrong. I see it as people putting themselves out there only for small-minded, jealous people with very little effort to go there and deface it. And my issue with that is that I want to bring some more awareness to the positivity and just general benefits of just having more art out there in public. Whether it just be graffiti, a mural, sculptures, or just something interesting, like some street performers. That's right, I'm looking at you, Mayor of Port of Spain, who got rid of all those lovely, lovely people around Queen's Park. But let's get back to the main thing. For the most part, if I look back on myself at what I did and what I didn't do, I feel that I could have been a bit more stricter with my peers in terms of scheduling, because I had a problem. I had to go away for 2 months to England, so meaning I would be out of country, and since it was a family matter, I wouldn't really be here to help out as much as I would like to. So that was my bad. I would have liked to have been more strict with the schedule, make sure people did their things when I said to, but I felt that if I tried to impose myself too much on my group, I would have ended up damaging the dynamic we have, because we're all friends. We're all pretty good pair, pretty good friends, so we get along well, and we understand each other's borders and barriers, so we don't cross over them too much when it comes to it. Of course we do. I wanted to make sure that we had a good dynamic, more so than a schedule that was super strict. And because of the dynamic that we had, we got a lot of our work done within the first month before I left. So we got enough footage, interviews, and all the raw material we needed to get everything done as early as possible. I will say that because of my absence and the absence of Amir Moradan, another member of our group who had to go away, and the general thing is that our group procrastinates a lot, we ended up kind of using a bunch of our time wastefully. But we're back on track, we're getting everything done, and honestly we'll be finished. We're going to do well. I know our group, we're pretty good. We're made up of the best, and me. What could I have done to do better? That. But what did I avoid that could have made everything worse? I avoided procrastinating in the early periods of everything, because I didn't want to wait until the last month to get the footage and get the interviews. I wanted to get that as soon as possible, so that we had everything as early as possible. Because I know our group, and we tend to do things a lot last minute, and I didn't want that for this project particularly. But my group was actually really responsive and really helpful. Let's go over them now. Let's start at the top. Amir Moradan. He was by far the best assistant I could ask for. He helped everybody out with literally anything they asked for. He took the hardest thing, which is the tedious stuff. The stuff that everybody's like, no, I want to give to somebody else, because he was at somebody else. He took sourcing material for the blog and report and information. Did that. He helped our Christian Noel over there. He helped him out with videos and photography and editing and subtitling, which is amazing, because have you tried dissecting the Trini lingo? It's difficult, man. I got you there, didn't I? I got you the flinch, didn't I? Yeah, nice. And Nicolette Mohammed, he helped out, straight up. He helped me out, of course, because, you know, we're bros. But for the most part, we just helped everybody out. Amir is cool, he doesn't mince words, he will tell you as it is, and if he says this isn't looking good, most likely it doesn't. If he says he's tired, he's going to sleep. And if he says he's going to do his work, it's going to get done. I got no problem with this dude. I'll work with him again, straight up. Let's go to Chris Noel. This man is a musician with a camera. And I can't say that because, you know, music to the ears. And cameras is for everything else. This man makes this for all the senses. All 26 of them. Look it up. Look it up. And this guy has been really helpful, really supportive, really strong with his talents and being able to mesh into the other aspects of this project. This dude freaking drove down the highway taking pictures. You don't do that. This is a drive-by shot. You look at people in SEALUS and they can't do this kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about. And basically, he got a lot of really high-quality shots in high-quality areas with some dangerous repercussions. And basically, he was also our main guy to carry us from point A to point B. And without that, without his skill with the camera, without his equipment, without his car, we would have been so screwed. I'm sorry, it wasn't even a pooch. It was shit. And now let's go over to Nicolette Mohammed. Nicolette Mohammed is our shadow guy. She is the person who is our manager, our straight up leader, and she gets everything the driest and hardest way for us. She schedules, she does the reports, she does the information, she makes sure we get things done, and she always checks up with everybody. To the point of annoyance, but you know what, you gotta do that. It was my job to basically be her filter for the group, because her schedules were based around her timing for things, and I needed to change that for everybody else. She and I had a good dynamic where we understood each other, and she understood what she had to do was the harsher stuff, and I had to be that one guy who basically softened it up for everybody. That was the dynamic we had, and I'm really happy, because if I didn't have her, a lot of this project would have fallen apart because we wouldn't have been able to plan it out, we wouldn't have been able to have any real direction, and also we needed the assistance of somebody who knows what they're doing and is unabidedly going to do it. Just amazing, just straight up awesome. Let's talk about Jeremiah Jattansingh. That guy was horrendous. I don't like him. Just joking. My evaluation of myself is that I could have worked harder. I could have tried to done more work as early as possible, so that before I left, I didn't have to do as much work as I'm doing now. So I didn't have to help everybody out after, because I wanted to get everything done within a 2-month period that I was going. That's basically it. I think this project is going to come along well. I think the group dynamic is awesome. I think we have done a lot of good work. I think that the work we are going to work toward in the future, this could actually go into our portfolios, because we put a lot of effort into it. I would say that we're on a kind of professional level. Then again, amateur is a professional level. Thank you very much, and do have a pleasant time of day. My slipper is your hair.